こんにちは皆さん、お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today, karate video number 64, and I'm going to talk about KIHON, this word, KIHON, that we use in the martial arts. The people use this word KIHON very much. In English, you translate this word KIHON as basics, something very basics or fundamentals. But in Japanese, we've got other word to say this one. Kiso, a little bit different. Kiso. But this kiso, you can also translate like base, basics. So I'm going to explain you the difference between kihon and kiso. Look at this picture. This is kiso and this is kihon. Well, kiso, the first kanji ki, this is the kiso and kihon we use in the both way. This ki, it means the base, the basic. But kiso, in this case, so, and this left part, we use this kanji of ishi. Ishi, you can translate like a stone, like a first stone. Just imagine if you build a house, then you must prepare this base, right? The first, you must prepare this base. It's very important. This base, we say kiso. So the basic, the fundamental things, but the base, this is kiso. With this kiso, we can use like this. Kiso chishiki. Well, chishiki, this means knowledge. And this kanji, chi, here chi, it comes from the verb shirimasu, to know something. Shirimasu. So chishiki, this is knowledge. So the kiso chishiki, this is basic knowledge. Now in martial arts and any other things, we use this kihon. And what is this? Also the basic, but this hon, this means book, hon. But also it can mean something very important of one thing. There's one thing, but the most important thing of this thing, the essential thing, the core thing, this is this one, hon, moto. This is the meaning. So the essential point of the basic, this is kihon. This is like a jiku. Jiku. Jiku? Jiku, it means the core part, the most important part. Maybe you know this word, jiku ashi. Jiku ashi, you can translate like axis, but and only jiku, this means the core part. So I'm gonna show you with my drawing. Kihon is this part. This circle is one thing, one whole thing. But kihon, the base or the basic, so we translate the kihon kiso, the both base, basic. But kihon, this is the core part, the essential part, this small part, core, this is kihon. And from here, from this kihon, maybe we can spread, we can expand our knowledge or our technique from this kihon. This is kihon basic. For example, when we study languages, then we begin from kiso, from the basic, but this one we use kiso because this is like the first stone. At first we learn something very, very easy, the basic one, and little by little we are getting more and more knowledge, right? So for example, we use kiso in the case of language. But in the case of Budo, martial arts, the first we learn something, the core thing, the something so important inside. For example, the basic, but for example, this can be tachikata. Tachikata, the way how to stand up. the way of standing, this is tachikata. This is also kihon. Kamae, stance, the body stance, this is kamae. Kamae is also kihon. Keiri, the kick technique, kicks, this is also kihon, the basic. And the punch, tsukiwaza, the punch technique is also kihon. It is also the basic. So some words using this kihon. For example, we can say kihon geiko. Well, only this one, keiko. Keiko, this is practice. I already made a video about keiko and the difference between keiko and enshu, and that was karate video number 58. So you can watch that one too. Maybe I'm gonna put the link below in the description if I don't forget it. Well, kihon geiko. Here I pronounce geiko because it's easier. Kihon geiko. So keiko, this is practice. Kihon geiko, this is the basic practice. Now I'm gonna use this keiko and I'm gonna put this one, sonoba. Sonoba. Well, sono, it means something near, but sono, not here, there, there. Sonoba. Ba, this is the place. So that place, there, just there. Sonoba, it means that place. But when we say in martial arts, sonoba no keiko or sonoba geiko, this is exercises or practice in the practice that you do in that place without moving anywhere. In just one place, you stay there and you practice. This is sonoba geiko. And the contrary of sonoba, this is going to be the ido. Well, this kanji, I, it means I put here something now and I'm going to move to any other place. Like utsushimasu. This kanji means the first one, transfer, or also to move, transfer. And do, this is ugokimasu, to move. So you transfer, moving something. So ido geiko, it means you do the practice, you practice something, moving your legs and the moving. You don't stay at the same place. Just like in sonoba no geiko, you stay in just one place. But ido geiko, you transfer, you move, you are moving. For example, maybe you can do ido geiko using tsuki because you move. It is said that the persons with real high level, they think kihon is really important because, as I told you, kihon is something, the core part of the things is kihon. Well, talking about kihon, there's one phrase, very interesting phrase, ichigi banren. Ichigi banren. It seems very difficult, but it means ichi. This ichi, it means one in Japanese. Gi, this is the same kind as waza. Waza, this is technique. One technique, and this is man. Man in Japanese, this is number 10,000. 10,000, we say man. But in this case, we pronounce ichigi banren. Ren, it comes from renshu, exercise. So one technique, 10,000 exercises, 10,000 training. So this is only to master one technique, you need to practice 10,000 times. This is quite difficult, all written in kanji, right? Kanji. Kanji is this kind of Chinese character. We use Chinese character, kanji, in Japanese too. Well, kanji, and but in this case, 四字熟語. 四字熟語. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4. 四字, yo. It's 4, 4, 4. We can pronounce it in many ways. 四字, 4 letters. 4 letters. 熟語, this is the together. So, 四字熟語, this can be the translation 4 kanji characters compounds. 4 kanji characters idioms. This is 四字熟語. And 四字熟語, it is like ことわざ also. ことわざ, this is saying. So 四字熟語 can be saying like this. 一義万年 ことわざ saying. So this ことわざ from this 四字熟語 一義万年, that means for one technique you must practice 10,000 times, right? But this one has got its original one or original version many years ago. And that original one was written by Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi was a very famous man, and he was born in 1584, and he died in 1645 with 61 years old. Well, he was the great master of sword play. So famous one, so famous warrior. And he wrote a book called Gorin no Sho. Gorin no Sho can be translated. It is translated into English, and the title is The Book of 5 Rings. Gorin no Sho. And this book was written in 1643 to 1645 when he died in 1645. So just the 2 last years of his life, he wrote this book for his disciplines. Miyamoto Musashi wrote this 四字熟語, 千単万連. 千単万連. Well, it seems very difficult. What does it mean? Sen, in Japanese, it means 1,000. 1,000, it is sen. Sentan, well, till here, it means in 1,000 days, you can learn, for example, you can learn waza, you can learn a technique. 1,000 days. 1,000 days, it is similar, not exactly, but like 3 years. At least 3 years, because it's more than 3 years. So 1,000 days, it means 3 years of practice, then you can learn your waza, your technique in 3 years. But it takes 10,000. 10,000 banren. But this then can be renshu exercise. But here it is from the other thing. 練ります, 練り上げる. The same kind, 練り上げる. It means that you master it. You make it something in you. That it's something just like yourself, because you master it, and maybe you can develop it also. So this means to learn one waza, it takes at least 3 years. But to master it really in yourself, inside of you, that it takes 30 years, around 30 years or more than 30 years. This is what Miyamoto Musashi wrote in his Gorin no Sho. Today we learned a lot about KIHON, basic. We use so in for example in your dojo, maybe you use lots of times KIHON, but now you understand much deeper meaning of KIHON, right? If you liked this video and you think you learned something new or it was interesting, and if you want me to make these kind of videos in the future, please give me a like. And if you can share my videos with your friends, that will help me a lot. Please, please. And if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do it so that you can receive all of my videos. どうでしたか？新しいことを学べましたか？もしこのビデオが気に入ってくださったら、チャンネル登録といいねボタン、そして私のビデオをお友達に紹介していただけたらとても助かります。ぜひよろしくお願いいたします。ではまた会いましょう。じゃあね。バイバイ。